Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew, and if you are new to this channel, I would like you to hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get a notification and have a feel of it as well. Alright, so I always say that no matter how strong your technical analysis is, whatever the market makers wants to move price to, they'll move price to. All right, and I mean that is exactly what we have witnessed, or we saw last week. Right? Yeah. So if you're a trader and you couldn't see things well, last week was one of your worst week, it's normal. All right. Yeah, it's normal. Once you factor risk management into your trading system, I don't think you should have any problem. All right. Yeah. So as we are going into this week, we are just hoping that things will fall in place as we expect. All right. So I would like us to go through some few pairs and then see what the market has for us going into this week. Yes. So last week, this is what happened last week. Last week on NZDJPY, we saw a very aggressive movement to the upside, whereby from all the days we didn't see any bearishness. All right, so this is what happened on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, so we didn't see any bullishness, and these are my levels. All right, these are my marked levels. These are my levels. All right, of which I'm expecting. So currently, this is where price is currently. All right, and I'm expecting a bounce of two, a downside. All right, filling these retracement. All right, so I'm expecting price to retrace because we've seen a broken market structure here. All right, and we've also seen an impulsive move to the upside. All right, and when an impulse happens, the next thing is correction. So going into next week, I'll be expecting to see some form of bearishness on this pair. All right, yes, I'll expect to see some form of bearishness on this pair. So I'll be very observant at this area. All right, I would like to see a breaking market structure, this structure. All right, because once this structure is broken, all these liquidities are likely to be taken out. So I'm waiting for price to break the structure, come back to the structure, and move to the downside. Yes, so that is my expectation going into next week on NZD JPY. So let's look at GBP JPY. So just as we discussed on NZD JPY, GBP JPY, and NZD JPY are positive correlated pairs. So if I should say positive correlated pairs, what I mean is that they all move in the same direction. All right. So just as we saw on NZD JPY, the same thing we are seeing in here on GBP JPY last week. This is what happened, a very impulsive move to the upside. All right. And so going into next week, and currently this is where price is. All right. Currently, this is where price is. All right. This is where price is. All right. And so I'm really expecting to see some form of retracement. All right. Retracement to this level. All right. And even if it doesn't come back to this level, I mean, a 50% fill of this liquidity void in here will be very okay for me. Yes, 50% fill of this void will be very okay. And so going into next week, I'm bearish on the GBP JPY. All right, so I'll be very much interested to see price break the structure. All right, price break the structure, come back, and then I see a move to the downside. All right, so that will be my expectation on GBP JPY going into next week. So I'm going to be very observant at this key level. All right, so once it breaks it, I will just have to patiently wait for price to come back to that area, and then I'll see sales to the downside. So that is it for GBP JPY. Let's look at what is happening Euro JPY. So just as I said on GBP JPY and NZD JPY. Euro JPY too has the same or has a similar price action movement, just as GBP JPY and NZD JPY. Alright. So for this pair too, last week we saw a very impulsive move to the upside, breaking the structure. Alright, breaking the structure, and this is where price is currently at. Alright, this is where price is currently at in this block here, whereby I would term it as bearish order block. Alright, and we've seen some form of rejection. Alright, we started seeing some form of rejection. So going into this week, sorry, I would like to see some form of bearishness. Alright, like to see some form of bearishness in here on this pair. Alright, so this low is going to be my key low, right? Going to be my key level, in that I'll expect price to break this level and then come back. Alright, after breaking this level, I expect price to come back to this level, and then I'll take myself targeting this level. Alright, so going into next week, that is my expectation on Euro JPY. Let's look at what is happening on Euro AUD. Alright, so if you can see Euro AUD, the overall trend is bearish. Yes, the overall trend is bearish, targeting this weekly order block in here. Alright, it is really targeting this weekly order block in here, and after a hit on this level, that is the weekly order block, I'm expecting price to retrace a little bit, either to this level, or to this level. Alright, yes, so once it gets here, I'll be looking forward to taking some buys. Alright, whereby this will be my first level, this is going to be my second level, and I'll see how price will react as to if it will get into this key level in here. Alright, so this pair I'm going to be very patient on next week. Just wait for this sell to complete, alright, to this level. Then I'll wait and see some form of buy setups, and then I'll take some buys short term to the upside, and then we see a continuation to the downside. So that is it for Euro AUD. Let's quickly look at AUD USD. Alright, so that is it for AUD USD. So we've seen price come down to clear this low, that is this liquidity in here. We saw price moved up, break the structure. Price came back to this level, moved up, breaking the structure. So the next thing is for me to see price come back to this level, then move to the upside, targeting these highs. Alright, so going into next week, I'll be expecting to see price move. Alright, break this low. This will be my main focus. I'll expect price to break this low, come back to this level, and then move to the downside. Alright, yeah, so that will be my expectation on this pair going into next week. Let's look at the last pair, that is AUD JPY. Alright, so AUD JPY and AUD USD has some form of similarities. Yes, so as you can see, last week we saw a very aggressive move to the downside. Alright, into this order block. Yeah, this is a bearish order block. The last up close candle prior to price moving down, clearing all these lows. Alright, clearing all these lows. Alright, so going into next week, I'll wait and see price give me some beautiful sell setups, and then I'll take price straight to the downside. Alright, so my expectation will be price breaking this level. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame to see things clearer. My expectation is price break this level. Alright, price breaking this level. Expect to see price break this level, come back, then I'll see some form of sales to the downside. All right, so that is my expectation on AUDJPY. All right, guys. So going into this week, these are the pairs I'll be focusing on. All right. I mean, as a trader, we always say that you don't have to focus on too many pairs, because when you do so, sometimes you do a very nice setup and you even forget about it and go chase other pairs, whereby at the end of the day you don't even get opportunities in there. So it's very important that you focus on some few pairs so that you'll be able to look at them critically and then take your decisions on them. All right. So I would like to end here and come your way again another time. Please don't forget, all right, to like this video, share your thoughts on the comment section, all right, and then hit on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will be able to have a feel of it. All right, you can also go into my channel. I have some educative content in there that is going to help your trading a lot. All right, so I'll come your way again next week. Bye for now.